If you currently have a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you want to pay close attention to your mail because you could be receiving a non-renewal notice. A non-renewal notice means that your current Humana Medicare Advantage plan that you've been on for maybe several years or a year, or however long, will not be renewing for 2026. And so in this video, I want to highlight some of the things and the changes that Humana is going through and give you some tips and ideas as to how to navigate this coming annual election period should you receive an annual notice of change or a non-renewal notice. I'll tell you how to identify these two statements from Humana to determine if you have your Medicare Advantage plan, how these two different options will impact you. Hi, my name is Mark Pripp. I've been helping people understand Medicare for over 15 years. And today I want to highlight a statement that Humana recently put out as they approach this year's annual election period, which runs from October 15th through December 7th. Humana, just like United Healthcare, is experiencing profit issues with their Medicare Advantage plans. So I recently did a video on the United Healthcare dropping 600,000 members this annual election period, and it looks like Humana is going to be doing similar with roughly 500,000 members. So take a look at this statement I found online, and I'll share it in the link. I'll put the link in the description below so you can read it for yourself. But this is going to be Humana saying they're trying to get their profits back in line. They have not been receiving adequate reimbursement from the federal government. So in order to correct profits, they are going to be getting rid of some of their lower performing plans and try to encourage people to go into their better performing plans. And I'll give you an idea of how those two options work and what exactly that means to you. Take a look at this news article, and again, I'll link it below. Humana, the second largest Medicare Advantage insurer, expects to lose up to 500,000 members by the end of 2025 as it continues to exit plans and geographic markets that do not have a clear path to profitability. That projection is an improvement over earlier 2024 guidance of a 550,000 member decline, as Humana already recaptured 40% of those beneficiaries into other offering it says are now priced for long-term sustainability. What that means is that in 2024, Humana did the same exact thing. So what we're seeing in trends in the Medicare Advantage space is you have certain plans, and we're finding them to be PPO plans that are driving up costs for the insurance company. And when Humana says that they successfully recaptured 40% of that market, what they mean is that, I'll give you an example. So in 2024, they had 400,000 or 500,000 members that they wanted to get off of most likely a PPO plan, potentially an HMO. And so what they do is if a PPO plan is not controlling costs enough, they will terminate that plan in that county and encourage that PPO member to move to an HMO plan, because the HMO structure is more regulated and has prior authorizations and referrals. It basically has stricter regulations to manage costs. So when he says that they successfully recaptured 40%, that basically means I'm guessing what they did was they got rid of X amount of PPO members and moved them into an HMO. So some people will have to do that because of cost. They will be forced to go from a PPO to an HMO plan. So continuing the last part of the statement, the president of Humana's insurance segment stated that he told investors in July, "We were transparent almost 2 years ago in a discussion utilization trends we are seeing and the impact of V28. I'm not sure what V28 is, and we have made adjustments each year since then. We're the only plans to reduce benefits in any way in 2024, and we reduced more benefits that were more significant than just about all our competitors in 2025. So basically, this is probably a statement to Humana shareholders. And they're trying to explain how they were able to make adjustments in their Medicare Advantage platform as it's compared to other Medicare Advantage companies. So let me bring this all together for you now. There are two things that you're going to want to do if you have a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, whether it be a PPO or an HMO. Most likely by the time you're watching this video, you probably have already received notice in the mail because this video is being shot in September, late September, so you probably already got your notice. But there are two types of notices that you'll receive. Your standard annual notice of change, which is referred to an ANOC letter. This basically means that your plan will be renewing for the new year, but it will give you the information on a notice of the benefit changes as you move into the new year should you keep that plan. So on an annual notice of change, you're going to see changes like copays may be higher, you may have a premium now, you may have a higher premium, your out-of-pocket costs could be higher, maybe a prescription is not covered now. But that annual notice of change means the plan is staying in place with changes. Okay, that means you will not lose that plan. A non-renewal notice means that they're not going to talk about any plan changes. They are simply going to say, oh, by the way, your plan is good through December 31st. It will not be renewing for the new year. And then lastly, if there are any changes to your provider networks, the doctors and hospitals you see, that would come under a separate letter from the annual notice of change or the non-renewal notice. That has nothing to do with the plan being effective and renewing or not renewing. So keep an eye out for provider changes because that's the second way a company is going to try to recover lost costs. They will start to shrink their provider network and eliminate providers or doctors who are deemed not profitable. So if you receive any of this information, I'm going to give you 2 pointers here. Number one, the most important thing, if you do receive a non-renewal notice, you have 2 choices. You go back to the marketplace and find another Medicare Advantage plan that is similar to your Humana plan. If you're going to shop for Medicare Advantage plan, find your benefit summary if you have it available for your Humana plan, because that's going to tell you what you pay per month, what you pay for your copays, what prescriptions are covered, and then also make a second list with your preferred providers, because when you move from Humana to another Medicare Advantage plan, you're going to want to try to find another company that offers the most similar benefit structure, right? So you want to find something that's similar in premiums, similar in copays, but then last but not least, you want to find a plan that covers all of your providers the same. Here's a bonus tip. If you do receive a non-renewal notice, that automatically triggers a guaranteed issue right. So if your Humana Medicare Advantage plan is not going to renew for the new year, a guaranteed issue right means you can now enroll in a Medicare Supplement plan with any company without any health questions being asked. So if you've wanted a Medicare Supplement in the past, but health has prevented you from getting that because you don't qualify, you are going to get a free ticket, guaranteed issue right, that every company will honor, and you can get on a Medicare Supplement plan. In my opinion, after working with people for over 15 years, we are seeing more disruption in the Medicare Advantage market like this than we ever have before. Medicare Advantage used to be very consistent, very little changes year in and year out. But this year, as well as last year, have shown us how turbulent the Medicare Advantage market is, and that's because cost is rising and the companies are saying they're not receiving enough reimbursement from the federal government. So if you can afford a Medicare Supplement plan, I would highly recommend you consider it. Medicare Supplement is far superior to Medicare Advantage plans. You're going to comment below and tell me that Medicare Supplement plans are more expensive. That is true. That is correct. But if you can afford a Medicare Supplement, you are going to avoid all of this turbulence in the Medicare Advantage market. A quick comparison of the two: Medicare Advantage is a 12-month contract. Most people don't know that. That means it runs from December 31st to December 31st of every year. The company is not guaranteed or required to keep you as a member. They can drop you at any time. As long as you're paying your Medicare Supplement over here, you pay that premium, the company cannot get rid of you. They cannot drop you. Medicare Advantage has networks. They have prior authorizations. The networks can change. The benefits can change. The premium can change. Medicare Supplement is the complete opposite. No networks, no benefit changes. The only thing that can change in a Medicare Supplement is the premium. Yes, it's more expensive, I understand that, but look at what you're paying for your Medicare Advantage with your out-of-pocket costs, your copays, dealing with these network disruptions, and compare it to a Medicare Supplement plan. The most popular Medicare Supplement plan is Plan G, followed by Plan N, and last but not least is the high deductible Plan G, which has a higher deductible and a significantly lower monthly premium. And right now, I'm encouraging people to look at all the three, to weigh the costs of the three, because all three of those are going to give you the freedom and the flexibility of the Medicare Supplement structure. So again, consider both your options. I hope this makes sense. I hope it's been helpful. I did not do this video to create fear and worry. I created this video to help you be prepared as you come into the annual election period. Many people come into the annual election period and receive these notices in the mail and just throw them away. They never open them. So this is my encouragement to you to be on the lookout, create a plan, know what you're facing. If you have questions, you can call us. You can comment below. This is what we do every day. We're helping people that are losing their plan find another plan, or people that are just shopping plans going from one company to another. Again, if you have any questions, comment below, give us a call. We would be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching.